6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says digitization of tax system is the foremost priority of the government to curb tax evasion worth billions of rupees. Government has decided to establish Nadra centers at Union Council level across the country during the next 2.5 years. Deputy Prime Minister says Pakistan has forcefully raised the plight of Palestinian people at all international fora. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Modi-led New Delhi government has deployed a new highly trained police force to terrorize pro-freedom people. The 25th martyrdom anniversary of Captain Colonel Sher Khan Shaheed Nishan-e-Haider is being observed today. In the United Kingdom, Labour Party has emerged as single largest party in parliamentary election. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said digitization of tax system is the top priority of the government to prevent tax evasion of billions of rupees. Chairing a review meeting on digitization and reforms of FPR in Islamabad today, he directed to establish a dashboard to have an oversight on the progress regarding digitization of tax system and reforms. He said the best international system of taxation will be enforced in the country. He said officers and experts of excellent professional repute will be appointed for formulation of the tax policy. The Prime Minister also sought a comprehensive action plan with specific goals regarding the digitization and reforms of Federal Board of Revenue in the next meeting. The Prime Minister further directed to install modern scanners of international standard at the seaports, which will ensure transparency in the system and eliminate corruption. He also sought a comprehensive report regarding the tax evasion estimate and measures to prevent it. The Prime Minister directed immediate inclusion of those non-filers who have the ability to pay taxes in the tax net. He said tax evaders as well as officers and officials incomplicit with the will be punished. He said those who embezzle the wealth of Pakistani people will not be forgiven. However, taxpayers who fulfill their responsibilities well in time will be appreciated for their commitment. The Senate was informed today that the federal government is encouraging use of electric vehicles in order to protect the environment and reduce dependence on expensive imported fuel. Minister for Law Azam Nazir Tarar told the House during question hour that 30 electric vehicles have been imported from China. These buses have been stationed at Jinnah Convention Center in Islamabad, where the state-of-the-art charging facilities have been made available. The Minister for Law told the House that Nadra centers will be established at Union Council level in the next 2.5 years. He said Nadra has prepared a comprehensive phase-wise plan in this regard, and 1,150 Union Councils will have Nadra centers in 10 months. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tarar told the House that government has not stopped advertisement of any television channel. He said the advertisements are being given in accordance with their ratings. He said newspapers received advertisements worth 9 billion rupees and television channels of 6 billion rupees over the last 5 years. The Minister for Information also clarified that no new tax has been imposed on newspapers in the budget. Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar says Pakistan has forcefully raised the plight of Palestinian people at all international fora. Speaking in the Senate today, he reiterated Pakistan's demand for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza, emphasizing that proceedings of war crimes should be initiated against Israel at the International Court of Justice. He said the genocide of Palestinians must come to an end and free flow of humanitarian aid should be allowed inside Gaza. The Deputy Prime Minister said Pakistan has sent 9 consignments of humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people. Later, the House was prorogued. Coordinator to the Prime Minister on Climate Change and Environmental Coordination, Rumina Khurshid Alam, called on Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar in Islamabad today. She briefed him about the efforts being made to mitigate the threat of climate change in Pakistan and sought support from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the upcoming COP29 to be held in Baku this year. The Deputy Prime Minister expressed full support to Ministry of Climate Change during the COP29 process. This is Radio Pakistan. Federal government is working on a plan to provide nutritious meals in 500 public sector schools in Balochistan's lagging districts. The program has been conceived in line with the directives of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to provide nutritious meals to students in the province. Benazir Income Support Program, Federal Ministry of Education and World Food Programme are engaged on the development of this initiative. A meeting in this connection was held in Islamabad to review the progress made on the school meal program and decided on a follow-up meeting next week to delineate roles and responsibilities in the implementation of this plan. The Special Investment Facilitation Council has been playing an important role in bringing improvement in the energy sector. Anti-theft task force has been established by SIFC to crack down on electricity theft. 95 billion rupees have so far been recovered as a result of the efforts of task force. Concrete steps are being taken to tackle the circular debt, which has become a major challenge. A comprehensive strategy has been developed to manage and reduce this debt burden. A solar project of 1 megawatt in Gilgit-Baltistan and 150 megawatt in Sakkar have successfully been installed. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the BJP-led Indian government has deployed a new force of highly trained policemen to terrorize pro-freedom people in the territory. According to Kashmir Media Service, the force comprising 960 personnel have been deployed with a particular focus on villages close to the line of control to target and terrorize civilians, supporting the movement for the UN-recognized right to self-determination. 11 Palestinians were martyred and several others injured during Israeli military offensive in different parts of Gaza and West Bank during the last 24 hours. This has taken the total martyrdom toll of the Palestinians to about 38,022, with over 87,445 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza since October last. The European Union has called for implementation of orders of International Court of Justice regarding war on Gaza, in which Israel has ordered to halt its military offensive and ensure humanitarian assistance in Gaza. In a joint statement, EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell and Commissioner for Crisis Management Janice Lenarchik voiced deep concern over Israel's latest evacuation orders for Khan Yunis in Gaza. The 25th martyrdom anniversary of Captain Colonel Sher Khan Shaheed Nishane Haider is being observed today. He was born in district Sawabi of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa in 1970. During the Kargil conflict on the line of control in 1999, he inflicted heavy losses on the Indian forces while defending the 5 strategic posts at the height of 17,000 feet. He embraced martyrdom on this day in 1999, gallantly defending the motherland, and was decorated with country's highest gallantry award, Nishane Haider. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has paid glowing tribute to Captain Colonel Sher Khan Shaheed on his 25th martyrdom anniversary. In a statement, he said, Captain Colonel Sher Khan Shaheed demonstrated unprecedented bravery and courage on the Kargil front, which also was praised by the enemy. The Armed Forces of Pakistan, the Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee and Services Chiefs have also paid a heartfelt tribute to the indomitable Captain Colonel Sher Khan Shaheed Nishane Haider. Labour Party leader Keir Starmer has vowed to rebuild the United Kingdom after his Labour Party secured a landslide victory in the parliamentary election. In his first speech as Prime Minister outside 10 Downing Street in London, he said the change is urgent and we begin it today. According to official results, the Labour Party won 412 seats, while the Conservatives could grab only 121 seats, losing 250 seats. And finally, the weather. More rain, wind, and thunder shower is expected in Kashmir, northeast and central Punjab, Pothohar region, and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during the next 12 hours. Heavy falls are also expected at isolated places during the period. However, rain, wind, and thunder shower is also expected at isolated places in Islamabad, northeast Balochistan, Gilgit-Baltistan, and South Punjab during the afternoon. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.